I'm always excited when I get to start my day by talking to my favorite person in the entire game, who basically doesn't have a decent reward. We'll take that one because it doesn't matter, like, literally makes zero difference, but, you know, that's fine. Here, let's go ahead and take one of those guys, because, I don't know, maybe we'll need one today. Maybe we won't. Anyway, I guess we could ask if you have any jobs. I don't know that I actually care, but, sure, I think we've already seen all your stuff, so we don't really care what you have. I don't remember. Well, you do have some steel and concrete. Not that we really have money to be buying all of this stuff, so, you know, that's maybe just something I'm not going to worry about right now. We're back out in the cold area, in case you haven't been tracking on that. The last time around, we kind of hit the other area, and we came back out here because, you know, I wanted to head back to this way so we could continue working on the base that we started a while back. Now, before we do that, I do think I kind of want to go maybe stab a zombie or shoot a zombie with an arrow or something, so we are actually going to just run straight into a rip-roaring Tier 1 quest, because that is the best we can get from Trader Buttface. And maybe along the way we'll, you know, be able to do something a little better. I mean, if nothing else, that's actually good little... Well, those are both pretty decent little rewards right there for moments worth of searching. What about you? I mean, even that's not terrible. We don't necessarily need the pipes, but I mean, it's free scrap metal. Thought I kind of had, as we are heading into a brand new week, assuming you are watching in real time and not just watching everything in a binge fashion later, is that maybe we need to start looking at potentially, possibly, putting together a new vehicle. We've been using the motorcycle for a little while now, and it's been fine, but I kind of would like something that gets around a little faster. Now, whether that ends up being a truck or ends up being a gyrocopter doesn't really matter all that much to me. One or the other is fine. I don't really care either way. Both have their advantages and disadvantages, so it's, you know, like I said, it's pretty much a whatever. It doesn't really make all that much difference. Our fetch is going to be in the next room that we're going into. Easy for me to say. Hey, look at that. Vehicle expanded seating mod schematic. That is literally something we will never use. Scrap iron club schematic. That's probably also something we will never use. Take all those guys. We are scrapping iron arrows at this point because we are using nothing but steel or better. So I am not carrying iron arrows. We'll just scrap them straight into metal because we always have a need for metal. We are basically done with this quest, but just, you know, for the giggles, since there's still some loot and stuff in here, we can go ahead and check all that out, of course. And just because I said we might fire an arrow, there you go. And it looks like my bow is working correctly again. I don't know what the deal was with that. I just remember last week it had a bit of an issue, but that just does kind of seem to happen when you make the weapons do things they're not supposed to. By the way, I should have mentioned to start off with that I did finally, after literally more than a year, which when I realized that, wow, how crappy I felt, did get around to updating RangerMod, updating RangerMod. So RangerMod version 0.33 has officially been posted as of several days ago, and includes a fix for the spear, which I think I talked about last week, namely that it doesn't jump anymore unless you invest heavily into the spear skill, at which point then it'll give you basically a bonus level of parkour, although it's only going to give you the jump height. It's not going to give you any extra cushioning when you jump, so don't get crazy now. Just in the interest of being able to get some slightly better quests, although it doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and run through one more of these because it should only take well, just a moment to do so, which will be fine. Reward was another book that we already had. I don't honestly remember what it was. I didn't pay any attention, so there you go. If nothing else, it is good to stop at some of these places just for the resources, so I really don't have any problem with that, especially if we're talking about potentially putting together a new vehicle. But one more thought I just wanted to make sure I mention in regards to RangerMod. There is something that we're playing with that I guess technically, is sitting in the RangerMod code, but only on my machine. It's not in the actual official release. But there is one bonus thing that I don't know if we'll run into it, and I don't know if I'm going to get around to updating it, adding any more, etc. anytime soon. But if we run into it, I'll be sure to let you know. On that note, let's just keep running through here. We have a clear quest for this particular POI, and we're practically done with it because it is only a tier 1, of course, so I hate you. Really do. I mean, this is just obnoxious. Okay. I mean, part of it is not going through this in the way you're supposed to go through it. So, you know, that in a certain way makes things take longer. Buddy, I'm going to ask you a question. Except I'm going to struggle to hit you in the face, apparently. Okay. Perfect. A couple guys left. Now this is where we just were, other side of these bags and such. Bye-bye, Couch. It was nice knowing you. Really does bother me that we need one more, just one more point of damage, and that would get rid of whatever we're digging there by way of the shovel. In one swing, that is, I should say. One swing. One swing! Yep, we already got that one. That is no longer an interesting find. It used to be. Alright, is there anyone in here? I mean, I know I hear some peeps, but just the same. How you doing? Okay. That wraps up the quest, so nice and easy. In and out and done. Scrap that, we'll take the rest. They don't really matter. I mean, maybe we'll just... didn't need to do that. It's fine. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Wow. That takes a while to chop through, doesn't it? Yep, I'm not going to do that. That's fine. So is there a fast way out of here? This is yet another house in this game with a random shrine to the devil / some sort of Daedric overlord, something, whatever. I tell you, man, I don't even bat an eye at that crap anymore. It's like I've seen so many of them. It's like, oh, another place with something weird going on where someone worships some sort of thing that maybe they shouldn't be worshiping or something. Oh no, and stuff. I don't necessarily want to go right back to the trader right now. I mean, I'm not really interested in whatever sort of pitiful reward we'll get. That doesn't really matter, but I'm just mainly looking to see. I think we've been through most everything here, so we'll leave turning in the quest for another day. We don't need to worry about that right now. Instead, let's go back to the base, which should be other side. Got it. I'm looking at the wrong block. Let's go this direction to this base, not the other direction to the other base. Back at this base, I thought, let's go ahead and maybe upgrade these blocks that we missed earlier. I think they were just missed because there are storage crates in the way, so we can't hit these or something along those lines. That sounds pretty legit to me. And we never did finish taking things apart up here, did we? We kind of started to put some bars in place. I want to commit to that this week. That sounds fine by me. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and upgrade all of these frames here. And then I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade all these guys as well. I don't necessarily want to upgrade them to something other than wood, though. So I'm going to be somewhat intentional, or try to be at least, about my aim here, because, you know, reasons and stuff. So we'll get everything upgraded on the bottom floor to the stone, with the exception of kind of whatever the block is that's above the doors, because I'll be honest, I still don't know what I want to do with that. It's too bad the shutters don't work a little better, because I'd be okay with those, but I don't know. Part of me still likes that little arched piece there, but just the way this stuff works, I'm not sure I really want to go with either. I mean, it doesn't hurt to leave anything there. Oh, I missed a couple of blocks on this side. How about that? I got all excited thinking I did the jump and upgrade everything, and it turns out I missed 4 of them still. Again, blocks in the way, other things, we can't get to those spots to upgrade them, so there you go. Ceiling, I believe, is what's in the way in that instance. But I think that's good enough for now for this particular thing. What I kind of had in mind, and I might need to do a little math here. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, so that'd be 9. It's probably a 9 by 9 if I had to guess. Is, let's see, where are we? This looks pretty good to me, I think. So we'll do, oh goodness, it's that way, isn't it? I forgot about that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I just counted for you as though you don't know how to count for yourself. So we have the foundation for something else. Just don't look that way because apparently I can't count. Because I'm pretty sure if we go over here, this lines up with where I want this to line up, and this lines up right here with where I want this to line up, and this does not. But we cannot make topsoil, so can't exactly fill in that gap, at least not immediately? I don't know. If we're ever able to make topsoil, then I'll fill that in, and if not, then I guess we'll just shove some boxes in there. I kind of don't want to put them in there yet. Kind of don't really want to do that just yet. Now, I do need to figure out how the crap I did this before, because what I want to do is I want to basically build another one of these guys, and I think it's basically just like a big sort of circle-y thingy-majigger type thing. But I don't honestly remember how I did it. That's kind of the bad part. So that should be the center right there. So then I think it just kind of goes like this, right? And then we go 1, 2, 3 like that. And we go 1, 2, 3 like that. I'm pretty sure this all lines up correctly. And then that leaves some space for some pillars and stuff. So yeah, I think that actually works out okay. So let me keep slapping down some more frames because I have more to do. I was going to go grab something from the base, or whatever we call that place. I don't know. And, oh, I guess I didn't carve out the whole thing. Oh yeah, I thought about doing that on the other one and didn't. Well, whatever. Let's just commit to this crap here. We're going to do something like this. Anyway, as I was saying, I was going to go grab something, but we don't have what I was going to grab, so no Grandpa's Awesome. Nope. Grandpa's Learnin' Elixir. That's what we don't have. We do have a Grandpa's Awesome sauce, but I wanted the Learnin' Elixir because I figured this is going to be a decent little chunk of experience here, and it would be good to be able to, you know, get the extra experience for doing all of this, but here we are. Well, let's go ahead and upgrade all of this crap, and I'll meet you on the other side of this in about 12 years real time for me, and about now for you. So that really wasn't that bad in the grand scheme of things. But here we go. We have essentially a pseudo replica of what we have going on at the other place, and then we really just need to kind of start filling in some of these spots here, because I think this is what we did, is we kind of, oh hello, we basically kind of built all this stuff out so that we had a larger flooring on the second floor, a larger floor space, more larger floor space-ish type things. Now, I do see all that experience walking away, so don't get me wrong. I do see it as well as you do. Oh, wow, that was terrible. And I would be remiss if I let it get away, but before we go and say hi to everyone, at least before we, there it is. Before we say hi to all these people, hey, hello. Kind of just want to shoot everyone to get their attention. That maybe seems like a good idea. That should get everyone's attention, because I want to do some damage to these guys and get some free experience. That is definitely my plan. Adam. Oh, hi. Okay, you are very stompy, and you're kind of a problem. So let's just go and switch to good old-fashioned spear for a moment, because that'll kind of do a good job of shredding guys very quickly here. If I had a shotgun or something, maybe that would be a faster choice, but in the interim, this will work. Besides, this will be a lot quieter than a shotgun would be. Hi. Really wanted to stab that guy. How you doing? Okay. So let's go ahead and grab some more stones and then grab our arrows back. How you doing, sir? Hey, how you doing? Not sure how we missed that guy with the first shot, but whatever. That's a thing, it happened. That one went literally right through the dude's face, I'm pretty sure of that. I think if I were to go check the tape, so to speak, we would see that arrow pass right through that utility worker's face, which, you know, that's not annoying at all. Is there an arrow sticking out of the place, though? Because that would be super duper handy. Does not look like it. Well, I think for the time being, then, we shall leave this where it is. We've done a little bit of work to put together a new place, which I have not told you why. And I will tell you why in the near future. And no, it's not when I figure out what I'm doing with it. It's just, you know, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of speculation. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think this is going to turn into? It's exciting. That's what it is. I'm going to nail these guys in place. I'll catch you next one. Till then, thanks for watching. Didn't mean to do that. See you later.